Okay, Chan had been asking about this, and we had a viewer donation to make this happen. We've got Isshin 2 Heavens as 1 that says attacking would cause a triggered ability for something you control to happen. You get to trigger it an additional time. So we've got Triumphant Adventurer, Nadaar, Graveyard Trespasser, Savior of Ollenbock, as well as Barrowin here that are all things that can attack to double up. Now, the question I like to head off at the pass are crappy card suggestions people are going to make that fit the theme. The reason why I'm not playing things like Goldspan Dragon or that new 4-drop with an attack trigger is my mana base, chat. Look at how this deck is built and what the mana base looks like. Red is a splash for this 3-drop. Putting double red cards in this deck will make the mana incredibly less consistent, even if we try and overhaul it to maximize. So we're trying to play a white card here, and we're a black-white core with a small red splash to try and see if this card is playable. So let's go ahead and pop on into some Alchemy matches with this one and see how it goes. Chat does hate casting their spells on time. That's big true. Not playing enough lands, not playing the right amount of colored sources, like very, very common things. So a big part of the problem with Savior is that Savior is good in creature-based formats, and a lot of Alchemy and Standard has not cared about creature combat by and large, which has made Savior a lot worse than it otherwise could be. Redcap Lord, thanks for the 13 months. Welcome back. Duck, did you offer up a deck suggestion in Exchange for Reality Chip? I think you did, but I also missed it. Was that you that asked about Vodrak turns, or was that someone else? Basically always go into the Pandelver to start. Yeah, I think Vodrak turns is great. I'd be happy to swap it to that. I like that one a lot. I mean, to be fair, their negate's probably not going to find a much better target. The new board is very good. I low-key hope this board with the divider down the middle is them beginning to test the idea of designing split boards so each player can have their own purchasable board cosmetic. That would be great. So we're cantripping our Barrowin here to finish a dungeon. So that way we can attack with this to bring Nadaar into play. Into the Mad Mage we go. My body is ready for the house to burn down. The house will burn down tomorrow, or a magma opus will kill our board now. The tree lines are fun to click. Accurate. So, Hinata here makes magma opus cost as little as 2 mana. We'll see if they wanna kill something or if they're just diddling our friends. Well, they could pay 4 mana for it and deal 3 to something here. Depends on what they do. Yeah, they can burn treasures to KO something here. Oh, this cost me 3 mana to play. That's such a tilter. I was like, why is it highlighting 3 lands? I mean, I gotta kill this, unfortunately. Yo, dog, I heard you like iterations. Now you can iteration off your iteration. They have another Abrade to kill Barrowin? They must, right? Divide by 0. Still cracked, it turns out, shit. Gonna be interested to see how many times we actually get to use this. My gut says not a lot. Divide 0, see play in non-rotating formats. No. 3 mana. 3 mana spells are slow and bad in most of Magic's non-rotating formats. Alright, so we're getting Magma Opus to this turn. Maybe because they're passing representing Magma Opus, I'm supposed to just double Trespasser instead of Barrowinning here. Yeah, that's probably the case. Like I played the wrong thing because they passed with 8 mana up. I had other plays and should have just taken them. KO Barrowin, and then I'm in a pretty bad spot. I have a handful of cards in a better board than me. Magma opusing shall continue until morale improves. Is there a rule that if you play blue-white control decks on Magic Arena, you're obligated to play slowly? Definitely feels like it. We're like pretty close to 0%. We can just concede here while our opponent takes forever. Some discard spells, some extra Valorous Stances to kill their Hinata. Yeah, the Magic Arena priority system doesn't punish people for playing slowly. Yeah, the clock is far too generous. You shouldn't have more time to play a match of Magic on Arena than you do to play a paper tournament match. The Magic Arena clocks are far too long. I would be very surprised if the deck that we are playing is good for what it's worth. This was one that we had a lot of requests to see played though, so when someone offered to donate for it, I called on the ask because I want a video to point out where this card just does nothing mostly the entire time. This is the type of card where I think in most situations you're better off just having another good card instead of playing a card like this whose goal is to make your other good cards better. That's largely what it comes down to. What's going on, my dude? What? Your tooth fell out! It's exciting. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you go upstairs and ask mommy to help you get me the Chipotle bowl out of the fridge? I think it's on the top shelf. And bring it down. Chipotle? The burrito bowl from yesterday. The burrito? Yeah, bring it down with a fork. Thank you, child. That's his second one, chat. Declan is almost 7. The Tooth Fairy in Hoaglandia tends to bring the $1 coins. They're more of a collectible than purchasing power.
Here's your lunch.
Thanks, dude. You're the best. Picked a good match to eat lunch during, chat. I don't know that we were fully dead that game, but our opponent was playing slow enough that I was dead enough that I was happy to move on. Declan didn't close the door, but he brought me lunch, so we'll cut him some slack. I see someone in chat mentioning that our previous opponent had top 4 worlds. That's really sweet. But I also don't know if that can be true because Wizards told me that if you did well in tournament magic, the world would know your name. And I don't know what their name is. So are you telling me Wizards lied to me? Have I been deceived? What's for lunch? Leftover Chipotle bowl from yesterday. Chipotle, for those not familiar, is S-tier Tex-Mex as far as food goes. And any of the Moe's or Qdoba fans in chat, I'm willing to fight you, so just pipe up for your 10 minutes, please. I think it's treasure token and play a gargoyle. Thanks for the 40 buns, CJNJ. I appreciate that. Welcome back. For what it's worth, Qdoba and Moe's are edible, chat. They're just significantly worse than Chipotle. A village rights in here? Sure. Sure. Hey, chat. We have successfully done the thing. Okay. You know, not bad. Not bad at all. We have ventured far and wide. Welcome back to the channel, Seraph. Lucky Punch. Thanks for the 4 months. Welcome back. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready to see us speed run this upcoming dungeon? Turbo dungeon, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna play this second Nadaar out just for the venture, and then we can bring it back with Barrowin. Oh gosh, I get to discard Savior here too. Percent Denny clear, yep. The annihilation shall continue until morale improves. I could see Stormseeker being good. It is very good with their things that want to attack. I could definitely be worth trying with our splash. I don't really know what they're doing. I'm gonna board in some things to kill their smaller creatures and just chill otherwise. What's going on, Greendole? Thanks for 16 months. Welcome back. This hand hits a white source. To go 2-3, it's really good. And these are castable regardless of what land we draw, so I think I'm going to risk it for the biscuit here. Mista's out too. Thanks for the 29 months. Welcome back. Biscuit has been risked, yeah, unsuccessfully. I'm leading on Trespasser because they likely have removal, and this will generate a 2-for-1 against a removal spell. just Adventurer pass. I could like Fates Reversal, pick back up the Trespasser, play Trespasser. Oh, it was flipped over. Yeah, I just flubbed that I could have used this to get both right away. I'm not used to it being night when this comes down by default. My brain is rotten. I would like the record to reflect, I'm aware that we missed lethal that turn. We could have exiled our creature. I'm going to blame the Burrito Bowl for that one. I like the idea of Reckless Stormseeker in this deck. It's just a good magic card that also has solid synergy with our attacks triggers. How do I want to fit Reckless Stormseeker in here? I don't know that I want to cut Graveyard Trespasser. It might be Savior of Ollenbock. That's the trim. Getting rid of the white card has some appeal. We could also full Coward Split. Yeah, let's just decline to block Warriors. And do that. As Fate's Reversal felt good. It felt playable. It's like Raise Dead Plus in a deck that has very specific threats that we really want to keep in play. The couple of copies are worth giving a bit more of a chance to. Hey, Lord Bio, thanks for the subgifts. That's very generous of you. Happy Monday. Hey, Monday's a good day to get at the top of the list. You have to keep it all week. The classic long queue into the draw. A true Magic Arena Classic. Oh, the only way you could make this a bigger Magic Arena Classic is the long queue time into the draw, into the hard client lockup. Feels Magic the Gathering, man. What's going on? Infernflow, thank you for the 38 months. Appreciate the over 3 years of support. Let's get this loaded back up here. Thanks for the follow, if you do. This feels like a Wall of Roots thing. Well, the Wall of Roots is a game rules thing that's messed up, right? Like, this is just like client stability. We're gonna chill with some Alchemy for another 45 minutes to an hour or so, and then we're gonna be wrapping up the stream every day this week with some more Horizon Forbidden West. We played that for about 7 hours on Friday, and it was excellent. So that's gonna be our afternoon variety game for the next month or two, depending on how long it takes to get through. What's going on, Shorty Shock? Thanks for the follow. Can we still blame Worth for the nostalgia? The Zoomers in the audience won't understand that reference, Beetle, but I want you to know that I appreciate it. It says waiting for opponent. Normally I'd cancel the queue and like restart it, but is this a match or is this another draw cancel? No, it's definitely another draw cancel. Okay. Wait, was this a draw cancel against the same opponent? This was the same one we had a draw cancel against a second ago, right? Alright, at least the client didn't lock up this time. You want to point side quests that are not errand types? Yeah, that would be good. That would be good, Gap. Things that you think that have meaningful world building are worth pointing out. Working from home for the last 2 years, and my work recently took away our phones and required us to use personal devices for email, Teams, and on-call requirements. My state doesn't say anything specific about that, but doesn't it feel bastardly of them? It does. Yeah, that sounds, I don't know what state you're in, and I am not a lawyer or a tax consultant, so this is not legal or tax advice, but I would recommend talking to a tax professional at a minimum to find out if you are able to write off the cost of some of those personal devices you're expected to use for work, depending on how you're paid, what your tax status is. 4-year anniversary as a temporary employee. Yeah, when I worked at large insurance company X in the town where I live post grad school, there were people there who were like 15-year employees who were technically contractors. Just like, just big oof. Alright, I'm gonna attack with the Cloistered Gargoyle just to, like, set the tone of the match. Let them know what's up. This is an attack to assert dominance. Independent contractor taxes BS. That's true, chat. That's why I am no longer an independent contractor. I am a corporation. We are Hooglandia LLC, which I am employed through. As a corporation, I get to vote twice in elections now, right, chat? Is that how that works? Chrissy CEO, I am Hooglandia LLC's only employee. Oh my gosh, chat. We're gonna get to Savior back both our adventurers here. It's actually kind of sick. Since I am a corporation now, chat, I do have daily stand-ups in the morning before I go live, so I can practice my dad jokes for you all. Oh, this doubles dead of the Bugbear. That's great. Informative links are always fine in chat. Nothing found in this Twitch chat or any other Twitch chat is legal advice or should be construed as such. And when this Dorko dies, chat, all of the cards underneath it come back into play. So even if they sweep the leg here, the Triumphant Adventurers come down. I'd like to file this complaint against my employer because Fart Weasels in Twitch chat has informed me of my legal rights. Oh my gosh, chat. They live exactly at 1? Oh, BT dubs? This is a leaves play trigger. So we do get those even though they bounce. I guess they're probably setting up to sweep the leg now, which is worse for me. Yikes. All right, the spot removal there would imply that they don't have a sweeper yet. So that's good for us, a short term.
Slowing things down is just as delightful as speeding things up. Don't worry.
I think I need to try and KO their Planeswalker here. We did get a double trigger here. We had a few this game. Into the Mad Mage we go. They just have so many cards here. They get to draw with Bankbuster. They get to untap the Bankbuster with Teferi. The first Discover the Formula. Drew them another Discover the Formula. Big yikes. Big yikes. We almost had them at 1 at one point, shit. It's definitely feeling like our deck does not have the tools to be competitive into these control decks. And they've got what? There's a minimum of 5 spells in their hand if they drill in for the turn. Otherwise, they have 6. We could probably just back this in, huh? We've got a blank in hand. Duress and Go Blanket to come in here. I think Savior's actually kind of mediocre in this matchup. I'll bring in one more Valorous Stance. Clicks a bit. It was like okay that game, but I think on average we're just not going to get to trigger it fairly often. And it depends on having creatures in our graveyard to get value, which is not something we're always going to be able to do. Fateful Absent, not worth it for Teferi or Wandering Emperors. I would like to answer your question with a question. Do you think I am at an advantage if I am being reactive in this matchup? Do you think that type of positioning is beneficial to me? even sideboarding slowly, chat. Why control players? Why? That's true. We do get to react to garbage time by going to the top right. This is an accurate summary. Yeah, I just want to be proactive. And like, so Valorous Stance like kind of floats the line, but it like at least keeps our stuff on the board in a lot of situations. So I think it's worth having. Gosh, this Den of the Bugbear is just like not done us any favors. For what it's worth, chat, there is this many Dens of the Bugbear in our deck. It's just looked real awkward every time we've opened it. Great. Maybe Stormseeker's gonna get a chance to shine here. Given Nadaar or Triumphant Haste are both very appealing. Okay. Opponent kept a kind of sketchy hand. Duress actually sounds great. Please concede. Spread this out. So you have 4 things with 3+ attack. I have to remove 2 of them or remove 1 plus gain life. I also get to drain them with Dark Pool. Or put a counter on something. So you're dead. Ray of Enfeeblement. Brutal. Yikes. Okay. Show me your secrets. We'll play Gargoyle here, which will put a 1/1 counter on the Goblin. And then next turn, Nadaar will finish our dungeon and we'll have 2 lethal threats. I guess the Spellbinder takes Nadaar. Excuse me? So they must have a counterspell then, right? Friendo. Oh, they missed that they could have crewed the Bankbuster. to eat my thing. That's good for us. Untapped land's a good draw here for us. Let's just fire up the Den of the Bugbear. All right. Okay, we're on the draw this game, which means that this is untapped. All right, Adventurer lived, step one. This is actually pretty good for us here because we have two heavens. So you get to go this into this, attack and get double venture. Hi ho, it's into the dungeon we go. Do 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 do. We get Duress off of this treasure token. Was a good draw. Really, I think our opponent made a pretty big mistake not using Ray of Enfeeblement on our adventurer last turn. I'm pretty sure they had access to it and just chose not to. Vanishing Verse looking nice and awkward into our gold colored threats here. If they can't interface with our board here, we're gonna get to finish our dungeon next turn, which is nice. Draw a card, drain them a little bit. Probably debating what they want to do with Teferi after they play it. It's gonna get... Oh, I was gonna say, he's gonna get KO'd either way, but that's actually not true, because they can jump block with the Spellbinder. I think we send these here. They're still at 20. Their Spellbinder doesn't trade with either of my things, so they just want to jump to keep their Planeswalker alive. That's fine. We've got huge tracts of land shit.
I'll show you how it's done.
I bill in increments of 6 minutes. What is that? Typical in the lawyer world? That feels like such a weird increment to bill in. 1/10 of an hour. It's neat. Today I learned. Ow. Ow! And as an accountant, we round up. I think we gotta go into the Mad Mage here. I think we gotta try and grind this out. Fate's Reversal actually sounds great. Teferi's down. We know they have minimum of 3 spells in their hand. Even if they sweep these out from under us, a Barrowin plus Fate's Reversal hopefully pulls one of them back up. Oh, did they miss a land drop? Yeah, I think you're right, Nevier. I think you're right that they did.
Second here, a second there. Who's counting?
Who's counting? Teferi, we're having the discussion. The lawyers are counting because they bill in increments of 6 minutes. Can you please keep up?
Than I thought.
The nice thing about this Teferi, at least, is he doesn't generate constant card advantage. Has to down tick to draw cards. Teferi, this meeting could have been an email. Mood. Eternal mood.
I've got some time to.
Okay. Show me your secrets. Okay. For the follow, Parman. Actually, just sounds great. I'm gonna put my second threat into play here. I've got like a Paladin on top of our deck. We've got the Fate's Reversal. Could just chill for the time being. Obviously, they could impulse into another sweeper here, but
Or the fun way.
well, we know they can't kill either of our things. Oh, they could have one of these, right? All right, so they could kill one of these inside of combat, technically. And then I think we just chill at this point, right? Like, there's no reason for me to commit more into a sweeper. Barrowin's just a pretty good card in general. There's just not room for it in the Abzan Venture deck that we've played a bunch because Ellie Wick's just a little bit better on average, more consistent. But once this card gets going, it's a it's a must answer threat that then generates other must answer threats. So definitely powerful. They haven't just windmilled a sweeper yet, so I'm assuming they don't have one. Which bodes well for the home team. So they had the sweeper, they were just bad at counting. Got it. Checks out. Okay, so this Fates Reversal is going to draw us Barrowin and then also draw us 2 cards. And then Barrowin's gonna come into play and draw us 3 cards. Oh my god. Holy crap. Okay, this is hot. So the Stormseeker gets cast here, which gives the Barrowin haste. Oh no, chat! If I would have played Nadaar, we had the ability to kill Teferi. Oh, that's a huge mistake. Man, I missed it. Nadaar, we've completed a dungeon. Nadaar would have, rats. Nadaar would have made this a 5. I missed that this was gonna give it an extra attack. This card's really good, chat. Really, really good. Yeah, I think we're running the Mad Mage again here.
Exchange for loyalty.
I think I just like need another Barrowin at this point. So I can get 2 more triggers on my Mad Mage this turn. So let's go Nadaar. Make a treasure. And then we Reckless Stormseeker, Barrowin, attack, Lulth, get back, Cloister Gargoyle, Scry 2. Okay, and then Nadaar here will draw 2 cards next turn to the Mad Mage. Sounds good, Ace. Glad you're enjoying it, and thanks for the over 3 years. So I put the Nadaar on top, assuming they're gonna sweep our board again next turn.
My will cannot be denied.
Because then if they sweep, we get to exile our top 2 cards to play. They're drawing a card. That bodes well for us. Means they don't have an answer yet. They have enough mana that they're going to get to untap this key and play whatever they get right away. Yeah, Lulth's about to gain a bunch. The fact that I missed KOing their Teferi is going to end up being such a big deal here. We're through 3 meat hooks at this point. 3 and a Divine Purge. This game's been grindy enough that Divine Purge was just annoying and not the end of the world, at least. Stop! Please stop! Please stop! I need a Reckless Stormseeker in my top 2, chip. Sedge. Yeah, that got regrowth for those that missed it, so there is in fact a 4th meat hook lurking in their deck somewhere still. Rip us.
I'll tell you.
We're down to 45, chat. We got him on the ropes.
Plans to keep things fresh.
Thanks for the 26 months, Dr. Jessen. Wouldn't be your thought folks like you. Thanks for keeping me around. Our opponent has used twice as much time off their clock as we have this match. They have 10 minutes left. I have 19 minutes left. Oh my gosh, am I gonna get to attack? There's no way I get to attack here, right? I think I just need to go wide here, right?
Tell.
All right, the third run through of the Mad Mage is the charm, chat. The third Mad Mage run is the charm. Here, go gadget speedrunning dungeons.
My children will take care of you.
Oh no! Oh no! Not the key to the archives. Oh, Day of Judgment and Regrowth both sweep the board. Oh, make it stop. Oh.
But we will catch.
This is Alchemy, Kindle. Can we deck them? Do they have like a Hull Breaker horror or something that's gonna actually kill me, or can we deck them out maybe? Oh, Professor Onyx will do it.
Open your books to page 17 or something.
mean, that milled them 3.
I thought I'd miss the library.
$17 cards. Yeah, I think we gotta go for Liliana here for sure.
I need answers, not more problems. My motivation's withered.
16 cards.
My words are for ambition.
Half of our deck is blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 21 cards are blanks. $12 cards left in their deck. Holy crap, chat. The grind has kind of just been unreal. I guess.
The light is insufferable.
11 cards in their deck, chat. 11 cards in their deck. 17 in ours. That was a long pause. Maybe we're not getting swept. They have Test of Talents in their deck? What? Why is that in their deck against us? No, the key to the archive is all Strixhaven archive cards. All right, got them down to 37, chat. They're on the ropes. Eight cards in deck. I'm pretty sure they have another Meat Hook Massacre, by the way. There's only 3, right? Because they regrowthed one. Yeah, they're only through 3 Meat Hooks. What a stupid game. Can we pour one out for the Reckless Stormseeker suggestion though? We were definitely only in that game because of Stormseeker giving our things haste. I think we won, chat, but at what cost? At what cost? Yeah, the Barrowin plus Stormseeker was really good there. The what's it called were good too. We had the Fates reversals and the Abandoned Mine was also excellent. I don't know if we can top that one, chat. I think I'm gonna wrap on that one. I'm gonna wrap our magic portion on that one. So, thoughts on this core? I don't know that Savior of Ollenbock is a card that I'm buying what it's selling. The rest of this seemed fine if you're set on playing this card. That last match was epic. I think overall I prefer the Abzan variation. I think is my takeaway. I definitely want this card in here if we're playing the Mardu one, but I think overall venture deck to venture deck the Eliwick build is still my preference. I think one of my takeaways from playing this and that set though is perhaps Barrowin is a card worth trying inside the Eliwick shell, because this card definitely did a lot of work. It's basically kind of like more Nadaar's in a way, being able to pick those back up. And the Eliwick build has the 3-drop that makes wolves as well that you can get back. Yeah. All right. Anywho, someone in chat